Hey, what's up? I wasn't really gonna make this video. I don't normally do videos like this because it's not super important to me. But I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I post this stuff all the time on my Discord, just randomly. I'll just throw in like a comment about a game or whatever. I'm mostly talking to myself. So if you're ever curious about like any other random thoughts I have, you should join my Discord. I turned I made the political channels that I have on there private. They're for the older, like members. Um, but basically, anyways, so that stuff's private. But anyways, sorry, you should join my Discord, even if you don't want to say anything. And then you'll either quickly learn to hate me or maybe the opposite. Anyways, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is doing their final update, and I saw this before. I saw the announcement or whatever, but I didn't look at the details because I was like, whatever, man. I beat the campaign. Like, Endgame for me, it's like the Avengers. Like, I love the campaign. Endgame is fun that it's there and it's cool that you can keep playing, but it's not a game that keeps me like, grinding or whatever. Same thing with Suicide Squad. Like, really enjoyed the campaign, just not really interested in grinding the end game. But it is fun. Like, I actually, like, right now I've been struggling because I'm playing all these games, and I'm like, that's why I'm not playing Suicide Squad right now. I actually want to play more. Every time I think about it, I'm like, but I just got like 30 new games over the past year. Actually, probably a whole lot more, actually, just on sale. Started buying a bunch of games on sale. So yeah, I've got like a ton of new games, and a lot of them are indies. Like, a lot of them, they're smaller titles too. Like, like one of my favorite new indie games that I just got is Maniac. Yeah, Maniac. That's just funny, man. That's a lot of fun. I really like it. I realized too, after like I beat it with 2 characters now, and I'm like, oh crap, this game is really short. Basically, I mean, I have 4 hours played on it. But it is short, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun. I have no regrets buying it or anything. I forget how much I paid for it. I think I got it like half off. I'm gonna check the store price real quick. Oh, it's already cheap. I might have got like 50 cents off. I don't remember how much I got it for. Anyways, it's fun, man. It's really cool. I didn't mean to talk about that game, but that just popped up. I was like, oh yeah. No, I have a bunch of little but like big games that went on sale, but a lot of little ones, a lot of indie games. Anyways, so that's why I'm not playing Suicide Squad right now, and it's not because I love so much. Suicide Squad, like, but I just feel like I've been wanting to play more. I've just been in the mood to go throw it on, and I'd probably play it for like an hour or two, possibly like 6 to 8 hours. Just depends on my mood. But I'd most likely play like at least an hour or two. Just because I'm in the mood. Like, I just want to throw it on and have a little bit of fun. Oh yeah, that's what I remember. And every time I see this game on Steam right now, I'm like, man, it really sucks that they're using the lawless thumbnail. It makes sense because it's the current content, but that character is so stupid, man. And I watched their campaign the other day, the opening intro cinematic, and I was like, she's a freaking YouTube streamer type thing, right? They don't say YouTube or whatever, but she's a live streamer. And I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. It's just like, come on. Her character might actually be cool and fun though. Like, I imagine playing her will be fun, but the story just like, what? Come on, like, first you put a character nobody cares about at all, and then you give her like a stupid like story, like. Anyways, it reminds me of that chick in Spider-Man. I can't even remember her name. I never knew her. One of the villains in Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game. The new one, the newer ones. What the hell's her name? Like Soccer Ball Girl or something? I don't remember her name. I would recognize it right away. Like, if somebody said it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's it. I almost have it, but I can't. It's been too long. I haven't played it for like a few years, I think. anyways, like, cause I played it on PS4. I still haven't played much on PC. Like, I did get it on PC, Spider-Man, remastered or whatever. And I'm just making sure that we're still on the same page because I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Like, I started this video only to talk about Suicide Squad. Anyways, so Screwball, right? I think it's Screwball. Anyways, I hated her like story, but like what was going on, like, was really stupid. But her dialogue was hilarious, and the gameplay was fun as heck. Like, her missions were really fun. So I hated her, like, her story, right? But the dialogue was really, really, really funny. I was laughing a lot through those missions, and the content that her missions were really fun. So I don't expect that from Lawless, like, you know, because endgame in this game is really just it's the same 10 missions over and over again, maybe even less. Whatever. That's actually the main reason why I don't have much interest in grinding it. You know, these games just don't have enough content. Anthem was the same way, man. One of the most one of the most incredible games I've ever played. I love Anthem. I love it. I don't care. I'm not trying to overhype it. One of the best games I've ever played. Easy, man. Oh, what was I saying that? Oh, they didn't. Endgame wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of endgame, man. The content that was there was impressive. The boss fights, just everything about that game, man. Impressive. Yeah, anyways, yeah. But yeah, it just didn't have enough to want to grind all day or whatever. But also it's a mood thing. I remember when I played DC Universe Online when that game first launched. I had pre-ordered it. Target screwed me on my pre-order, man. I was supposed to get a bunch of bonuses because I bought the collector's edition and I paid for it. And they blamed Warner Brothers or something. I forget. And I was talking to support for like at least 2 weeks on both teams. Maybe even, I keep thinking it was 2 months. I remember I spent a lot. I would not let it go, man. I was so mad. I was supposed to get so much stuff. But what happened, I remember when I was pre-ordering that too, because like I saw the store page change. Like I had ordered it already. It was a collector's edition, had all this like stuff on it. And then I noticed I went back and the store page actually changed. It didn't have that version anymore. That was just gone. That version was gone. It wasn't even on the store anymore. And I was like, wait, what? Anyways, why the hell did I get into that? Oh yeah, so I played DC Universe at launch and I subbed for 3 months and I played it every single day, all day long. And that had no content. I had like probably 3 dungeons just like Anthem. I can't remember, it was so long ago, but there was not a lot of like end game. The game was just, it might have just been 2 raids. The game was just so much fun to me. It was so much fun. Like I loved it. And that's something I think about that game all the time, like Marvel Heroes, except Marvel Heroes I can't go play. But those are 2 games I think about all the time. I kind of want to, like DC Universe Online, I'm like, I want to go play, but I'm playing these other games. Marvel Heroes is a game I've been so in the mood for a Diablo kind of game. And I have always missed Marvel Heroes, man. Oh my gosh. Thought about picking up Path of Exile too, but I'm like, yeah, I can wait till it's free to play. Like, I can wait. Because I could go play Warhammer, what the hell is it called? Inquisitor, which, it's one button spam. But it's cool if you like that. What is it? Warhammer Inquisitor, whatever. I have Grim Dawn, Last Epic. Wolcen is actually my most favorite of this genre right now. Wolcen. So insane to see the people trash on it, man. It's crazy. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Wolcen is so good. It's been on sale like a billion times for $10, and every time I shared it like 30 times at least. I don't know. But eventually I stopped sharing a game on sale. I'm like, if you haven't bought it, just like whatever, man. Yeah, and actually the cheapest it's ever been was recent on the Black Friday thing. It was $5. I didn't even bother sharing it. I'm like, dude, I told you guys so many times it's the best game ever or whatever. But whatever. I don't expect other people to feel the same way, and that's why, like, when I talk about these things and I'm like, I loved it, I don't want to overhype it, right? It's so funny. Certainly not trying to overhype it. I just was really impressed by Wilson. Was really impressed, and there was a lot of people that were disappointed because apparently there were like when it had a different name before it became Wilson. And I remember I'd forgotten I was following it even then, and I don't remember what the hell the name was. But a lot of people were saying stuff like, "Oh, now it's a different game. He changed too much." But I hadn't been playing the test. I don't even think they had like a. It was probably closed. I don't know. I didn't really. I didn't play it before it became Wilson. Anyways, the Wilson Lords of Mayhem is my current favorite like isometric ARPG type game at the moment. That's like an actual Diablo style game, and not like a Vampire Survivors thing, which is comparable in a way, and you know, like on like a baby version, I guess. I don't know. No, but man, it's crazy. It's like Last Epic is way too easy. Like it's cool. I love the world and everything and the spells and all that, but it's the balancing is bad, and it has been ever since. I don't know, for a long time. Same thing with Grim Dawn. Terrible balancing when it comes to like enemies, difficulty, variation in difficulty, like in the mobs and stuff that you fight. Inquisitor, same thing. There's no balance in these games. They're when it comes to that, it's terrible. So they're funnish to play, you know. I mean, I have a lot of hours played on those games too, just because I love the genre. I love the genre, man. Oh, there's a couple new ones coming out. I don't remember off the top of my head their names. They're in my wish list of like a jillion games, but couple of them are coming out. Besides Titan Quest 2, which also looks amazing. It looks good. Looks good. Oh yeah, I like the Dungeon Siege 3 too, man. I always forget about that. Like recently, someone was viewing my blog recently, and because I was just sometimes I check my stats. I'm just curious. I was looking at my blog stats and I saw like a bunch of views, and I was like, what the hell? Like I didn't post anything new. I don't think I have shared a couple things like recently. But anyways, so somebody reminded me that I wrote about Dungeon Siege 3, and I get these reminders from time to time, and I'm like, oh yeah, I loved that game. And that game was really freaking cool, man. And like everybody hated on it because they were comparing it to the first two, which apparently I love 3 so much. I actually bought like 1 and 2 much later when they were on sale, super cheap. And I started playing part 1, and I was like, it's too dated. Like I think I played it for like an hour or something. What the hell was I just talking about? Dungeon Siege here. Let me check real quick. Dungeon Siege. Whoops. Yeah, an hour. And I was like, it's cool. Like, but it's too dated. I still haven't tried part 2, but I really liked part 3 a lot. It is very like straightforward. It's not open. It's kind of you just go down these paths. That part kind of sucks. But I really like the gameplay and the stories and the characters. I like their abilities and stuff. It is now that I think about it, it's kind of basic. It doesn't have like a jillion different attacks and stuff, but it was a cool game. Like it was a good game. Anyways, my gosh, yeah, that was all. I don't even know what I'm gonna name this video now, because like I did not mean to go and talk about like all those other different games. I was like, I wanted to talk about this game, Suicide Squad, and the patch. The basically how I see it as the last patch it's ever gonna have. It might get a couple like fixes or whatever, right? Like hot fixes or something. But this is gonna be like their last major patch, and probably is my guess. That's my guess. I would like to be wrong. That's my point. That's why I'm actually making this video. No, my expectation is after they finish this, game's dead as far as like support or whatever. But that's the internet's fault, just like it was with Anthem. And I get there's plenty of issues with this game, but overall it reminds me of Saints Row. Oh yeah, I didn't recommend that game. This game wasn't as bad as Saints Row at launch though. Like Suicide Squad, Saints Row was so broken, dude. The reboot, everything was broken. Everything, every little thing in that game. But I still played my way through it, and I just kind of like figured out how to play through the bugs, and it was easy. It was because nothing was game breaking. It wasn't like crashing on me. I was able to play the game. It was just not good. So Suicide Squad has issues, but not like that, man. I could actually recommend this game, especially at $3 to $15, man. Are you kidding me? And especially $3. I'm just, every time I saw somebody, is it worth it? No, this wasn't worth it. I bought it and got a refund. These people are morons, man. They're morons. I'm gonna have a drink. Give me a sec. Sorry, man. I keep almost hitting the record button. I'm gonna stop recording. I almost did that, like, to mute and unmute. I was gonna hit the record button and end my video. Anyways, so Suicide Squad. I don't know, man. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. I haven't actually read this whole article. Someone made a post on Steam talking about like adding offline mode, and then they quoted directly from this, which is the very first thing they said. They're adding offline mode, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool, because like the game will at least be playable after it dies, because that's just I don't know, man. It's so weird. Like, I can understand hating certain things about the game, but like, how, is it like the complaints that I've seen aren't a major part of the game, right? They're not like everything. I don't know. I bet you could tell me some of your favorite games or movies or TV shows, and I could point out the propaganda in every single one. Every single one. Every fucking one of them. So, bite it, man. Like, it's so funny to me, man. Because I don't like this stuff either, man. I don't like the bullcrap, right? It's just so dumb and horrible. It is. It's horrible. But it's in everything, okay? Every damn thing, man. Like, I'm glad people are like screaming about that, but like, yeah, scream about that. The game doesn't suck. There's issue, like, if they fixed the damn bugs, this game's badass, man. Just like Saints Row, and they actually fixed like 90% of that game was fixed by the time they stopped working on it. I was like, wow. Still a little wacky, but like, they did a really good job patching that game, man. That game was so bad at launch. Saints Row was like broke to hell, man. And I still thought it was a lot of fun. And funny. Anyways, so why the hell was I saying that again? It's just, I always think back on that. It's just really funny to me. But yeah, so if this game's bugs were fixed, kind of like Star Wars Outlaws, I said the same thing. I was like, this game is, as Star Wars Outlaws, I was like, this is practically perfect. All they got to do is fix some stuff, you know, right? Like little things too, nothing. And they've done some major updates. I haven't even played because I don't own the game. Whatever. Their Black Friday deal was not good, so I was like, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, my plan is to wait until that's $30 for the like Ultimate Edition or whatever. So it's gonna be a while. But anyways, yeah. So if this game got fixed up too, if Suicide Squad got fixed up, like good, there's plenty of stuff that could use some fixing. Then the game's badass. The game's fun. Like, it is, I guess, basic or whatever, you know, like, but when you, especially if you're as old as I am and have been gaming for as long as I have, 40 years, over 40 years now. I'm so old. You know, like, you know, seen it all before, played it all before. So one thing I've tried to do lately, I've tried, like, and I just remembered right now, because it's not a normal thing for me, but I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of want to try this. Is like, try to think of it as if it's the first game I've ever played, as far as like telling people about it, or even talking to people about it, because that's the thing. That's one of the reasons you'll see like a huge mix. Some people are gonna love something and it's gonna blow their mind, and you're just like, what is wrong with you? This game sucks, man. Like, it's overhyped. They're overhyping the crap out of it. It's like, dude, comp, it's not that good. Like, yo, nah, right? But it's like their first time they've ever played a game like that, right? And I forgot, it's been so long to even attempt to remember what that was like. Yeah, I'm trying to right this second, and I'm like, it's too hard. Like, I can remember like playing Super Mario Brothers for the first time. Not Mario Brothers, but Super Mario. But wait, oh, we have Mario Brothers too. Holy crap, that's funny. And anyways, but I don't have that feeling. Like, I can't even bring that feeling back up. Like, I remember it and I know it was amazing, but I can't feel it. Like, it's been too long for me on that one. I can feel that kind of excitement with other new stuff that I'm experiencing. Like the bike, having not been on a bike in so long has been, I'm mind blown by that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was doing this the whole damn time. Why did I stop? Anyways. Why the hell was I saying that? That's funny. But yeah, fix the bugs if this was fixed up. Gameplay is when you're old like me, you're just so used to it, you know. But it's a fun game. It's fun. Like it's fun, dude. Like it's just fun. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna call it like excellent and all that. And I guess some people were pointing out, like people are pissed off that it's nothing like the Arkham games. Like it was never going like to be, you know. Like anybody that thought it was gonna come close to that is pretty stupid. That reminds me. I love the dual play in Batman Arkham Knight, and it was barely in the game. Like you know, if you just stuck to the campaign missions, it was like 85% Batmobile, and there was like an hour total of dual play in the entire game. And it sucks because that was such a cool game mechanic, man. That was badass. Why was I thinking about that? Just because I was thinking, like, I was trying to think of like why anybody would expect like an Arkham like type thing in Suicide Squad. I was like, as a third person, what is wrong with you, man? Like, every character has, like, their main focus is guns and stuff. I do like that there is kind of it depends on the character you play. Like, I love Shark, and Shark is a big melee character, especially after upgrades. Fully upgraded, Shark is incredible. Incredible. So much fun, man. I have all the maxed out. The last character I was playing and leveling up was Mrs. Freeze. And I just wasn't in the mood to keep grinding at the time. I was like, I'm gonna stop playing. And I didn't want to bother with Lawless, but I will. I will just to check her out as far as like gameplay, story wise. But why was I saying that? Oh, Shark's amazing. So you level them up, you know, you get the upgrades, and yeah, Shark started fun. Like I liked him. He was fun to start as, but he's godlike at ultimate, fully maxed out abilities like skill perks tree and whatever. It's pretty amazing. Anyways, oh yeah, so there's a decent balance between melee and guns in it, but it's not the melee isn't good. It's basically a juggle mechanic, just to like, it's a stun mechanic kind of like you smack them up in the air and then you shoot them. It's the melee is not like a combo melee thing, which would have been cool, but it's just not the game that it is. I said the same thing about like Star Wars Outlaws. I was like, it would be cool if there were more animations with the melee combat, but it's not necessary because it's mostly a third-person shooter. But yeah. But all the characters have some kind of, every one of them has like a melee move, and depending on like perks and weapons, you can get different like combo chain stuff, whatever. It's cool, but the melee is definitely not the focus. Like it's a secondary buff kind of a thing, but it's cool. Anyways, so yeah, they're half offline mode. I totally forgot about that. Deathstroke sounds really cool. They went into like his story and stuff, and I didn't even read everything. The little bit I read, I was like, damn, this sounds badass. Like, so I guess I don't really feel like reading at this moment on the video or anything like that. I just wanted to show you the article and then give you like, this is a pretty big update they're doing here as far as like their final thing. I have not played in a while. I can't remember if they ever, I mean, it's not been that long since I played, but I don't think there's been enough like patches, right, since the last time I played that would like fix a lot of the issues that it was having. But I don't know, maybe I don't think they were fixed. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so I just felt like talking about the game. I didn't mean to talk about it like as long as I did, or all these other things that I said, because I was like, you know, I briefly say these things on Discord. I just throw it on there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This last update looks really good. It sucks that the game's gonna die because of sheeple. Anyways, no, I do understand specific hate You know, it's just like the whole game doesn't suck because of that stupid thing, you know, or whatever. But yeah, there are different reasons people don't like. People want an Arkham game and stuff like that, you know, whatever. Anyways, I think I had more to say, but I don't remember what the hell it was now. I mostly just want to say like the game is cool. I'm sad to see it. I'm sad to expect it to shut down. You know, it has more players right now, but the average players are between like 500 and 1,000 a day since the $3 sale, and that's happened before. They even happened when they did I think it was 15, right? Like a couple months ago, or maybe a few months ago, they had a $15 sale. I think might have even been 10. But anyways, it was the same thing back then. But then that quickly died out. But that's the thing. Like, the end game isn't great. Like if it's your, I would think maybe for a younger person, then this is their first game ever, like it and whatever, and they just like the game and they're having fun in it. I could see them easily grinding the crap out of this game. But for me, having played a jillion of these, it doesn't have enough varied content and whatever. It's just the same thing over. But Destiny is the same way, man. Destiny is the same freaking way. Same, you know, little bit of dungeons, same missions over and over and over and over again. They do have more dungeons if you have all the DLC, which is cool, but it's like if you play that for hundreds or thousands of hours, it's the same exact thing over and over again, like no variation at all. So anyways, but it's still fun though, you know, if you want to play it, it's fun to play. Yeah. I'm trying to I almost had another thought too, but I rambled too long there and I lost it, I think. Anyways, I'll quickly, before I go, I will share you this is the manual of my e-bike. That's the e-bike I have. I can't really see it too well on my little thing. Someone pronounced it "wee bike" on a video I was checking out when we first got this. But he might have been pronouncing it wrong, so I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that real quick if you were interested. All right, yeah. So the last thing, I wasn't, I'm not sitting here trying to convince people that the game is good. I'm just saying I liked it, and it's sad. It's stupid to see like games ruined by just sheeple. I don't know if you do, if you go and read comments on like the videos and the forums and the articles themselves and stuff, like people literally just regurgitate stuff that other people say. If you go through hundreds of comments, I mean, I've seen it for years too. It's so funny. Eventually you just start recognizing them right away. You're like, pop, 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 pop. Not your own thoughts, not your own thoughts, not your own thoughts, not your own thoughts. Like, these are not words that came from you, because they're literally like, they're almost copy paste, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's everywhere, man. It's so funny. All right. Anyways, I rambled. This is a weird one for me, man. I didn't mean to do that. I'm a bit high, so that's probably why. I don't want to say that, but hey, that's why. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.